Hello. So a year ago I posted this video where I was challenging myself to make and post a YouTube video before my 28th birthday. And I thought it might be fun to revisit some of the ideas from that video 1 year later, on my birthday. So I'd like to take a look at what that video's sort of done for me personally and hopefully offer some kind of advice for whoever's watching this. So let's watch it back and see some of the points I made and if they still hold up or if I would disagree with anything now. It's actually 2 days before my birthday right now and I just got the idea, so this is unscripted, but let's get into it. If you're watching this, it means I've done it. Now I know this isn't any major... Alright, straight off the bat, it's pretty clear to me that I've gained a bit of confidence on camera, which feels good. That's the sort of thing that just comes with doing something over and over and over again. Comparing this to how I am in some of the shorter videos I made later last year. This is day 16. This is day 19. This is day 11. It's quite funny. It's been a personal goal of mine to post on YouTube for some time. And this video can hopefully be a lesson in getting past procrastination, hesitation, and just making something and posting it, whatever it turns out to be, in 26 days. 1 year later, procrastination is obviously still a thing, but it's a lot sort of narrower now. And by that, I mean the time between an idea and getting it moving. That's sort of like a whole reflection of this video, just getting started making something and then making it good later on. The hardest bit is just getting something out of here into the sort of physical world, and then later on, you edit, you tinker, and it gets a lot better. Hopefully.
This is Spider-Man on the Citizens of New York.
No, I've actually made and posted. I can remember editing that bit and being very pleased with the punchy music. Whatever ideas I'd get, I'd run with them, which definitely resulted in some strange content. I should also acknowledge that it's not like I've been posting YouTube videos consistently since. But yeah, I can probably mention I found some momentum with short form videos. I started a little series on my Instagram and I had a lot of fun with that. Came up with a little character as well, who's sort of the star of those videos. And yeah, I don't think I would have had the confidence to start making those videos without making this video first. So that feels good. I'll talk a little more about those videos in a bit. Animating for work all the time meant that I slowly lost the motivation to animate for fun outside of work. This isn't really a thing anymore, which is wonderful. I love the work I'm doing at the moment, and I love the fact that I'm also able to do personal projects on the side, which are very fulfilling. I wanted to get back into making videos like I'd done before, but it almost felt like work deadlines didn't allow for it, or I didn't have any energy, or I just couldn't settle on an idea. But these were excuses. It all comes down to our friend procrastinate. That's still true. Some days you just got to step back and come back to an idea with a fresh set of eyes, unless it's a very time-sensitive idea like this one, which, to be honest with you, I nearly bailed on, but I thought if I don't do this today, I'm not going to do it, so. Something needs to be done, even something you want to do, but you tell yourself a million reasons not to do it, or a million other things you could do first, like watch this video all the way through and subscribe. And then before you know it, a shout out to anyone watching this who did subscribe from the shorter videos. If this is like you, here's what I suggest. Number one, just get started. Whatever. Yeah. I guess to elaborate on that, it would be to trust the process. Get started and trust that if you keep working on it, it will become something. Whatever it is, just get going. You just need your idea and action. I convinced myself that my return to YouTube had to be the most perfect thing ever. The most perfect idea, executed to perfection, but that only took me further and further away from the actual starting line. So that's why this video is just me talking to my phone. Still talking to the phone. Haven't got a camera yet, but got a microphone. Number two, give yourself a deadline. Don't give yourself all the time in the world, especially if you're making something, because you'll just never finish it. You'll endlessly tell yourself that it's not good enough, it's not ready, it's not perfect, and you will never be perfect. At the time, yeah, I think that's still important. All right, can talk about the short videos now. So the short form videos I've been making have been a series, and I opened the first episodes by saying, I'm going to be doing this for 30 days. And that was my deadline, and that's what I stuck to. You can move deadlines if something's not quite how you want it to be, but you can gently recommend a time frame for yourself. I have a whiteboard in front of me at all times, visually representing how many days I've got left to complete this challenge. And that's another good tip, is to have a visual with you a lot of the time that keeps you accountable, keeps you going. I feel like now that point is just sort of a general tip. I've not really used that since, because I'm in a good spot with my own momentum. I feel like I'm doing things like I mentioned at the start of this video. Whatever ideas I'd get, I'd run with them, which definitely resulted in some strange content. Yeah, much like that. I'm at the point now where I'm just sort of running with whatever comes up, just to see what happens. If I can reframe that as any kind of advice, I guess it would be, don't be too particular about ideas. Roll with it, see what it becomes. You might love it, or it might be shit. Get whatever it is you're making to a point that you're happy with it, and then if you want to, you can share it with the world. Making something is better than nothing. that's definitely been said before. As a whole, doing something towards your goals is better than doing nothing. That's from Mr. Puns of Steel on Reddit. Number 3, feel the fear and do it anyway. Didn't come up with that. I'm sure fear is a big player in stopping you from getting started. I know it's been for me. Even now as I'm filming this, fear is whispering in my ear things like, what are you doing? No one's going to watch. Yeah, that's still a thing. You know what I say to that? Okay. Comments, but cringe. There's an image that I love called Cringe Mountain. The idea is that in order to ever get really good at something, you've got to climb Cringe Mountain. And every step of the way up, you're filled with more self-doubt, more insecurity, more fear, but if you just keep climbing, you'll get past the peak and eventually find your way down into the land of cool. Everyone you know who's now cool or really good at something had to climb Cringe Mountain. I am finding it a bit cringe watching this back. I'm sure if I do another one of these next year, I'll still find it cringe. But something I've been telling myself, which has been kind of helpful, is if I'm worried that some of the things I'm putting out now are seen as, you know, cringe, that's fine, because I'm just taking a step, man. Just taking a step, man. 12th of June, 2025 versus 5th of July, 2026. Yeah, that was fun. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what I've been doing. The first big series was an animation experiment where I was drawing one animation frame a day, and then I would draw the next one without looking at the one before. It was kind of like doing an animation blind. And the bear was the subject of the animation, which I sort of weaved a little story into him coming to life. Not to spoil it, if you want to watch it. That series is over on my Instagram. And then this year, I did another series where I went out in public and asked strangers to draw frames to see how well we could make an animation together. That one put me right back like I was in that video. That was scary, where I had to approach people with a camera, ask them to draw. You know, it's a bit of a weird situation. And I was doing it completely on my own, so right before I would interact with anyone, I'd still get a thought telling me why this was a bad idea, whatever. But a lot of the time I'd start talking before I even realized I had started talking, and that really helped just get into it. So that's another tip, is just move forward. I hope you look forward to my inspirational speaking events in the near future. If you want to do it, you've almost got to pretend you are someone who is comfortable doing it. But yeah, I've got a load of footage from that series which I'm gonna make into a YouTube video, hopefully in the next month or so. So that'll be available for you to watch soon. As for what's next, I'll continue the short form stuff, but I'd also like to share some behind the scenes of some of the stuff I've been working on. Yeah, I mean, whatever it is you want to do, get started, be messy, and go for it. Inspiring, huh? Thanks for watching, and follow me on Instagram for whatever's next. And I'll see you on this channel real soon.